we will do. Okay. Okay. Now let's start today about eye center method. We know very well that initially when we discuss about the any link is there. Okay, so there are two criteria to discuss about that link. Either it may be translate or it may be rotate, right? You can see here figure A, where the link AB may initially transfer from its original position. Means AB position may say it may be transferred to AB dash, A1B dash, and then it may be rotated. It means that the final position which we are generated A1 B1 with the help of combination motion of translation and rotational. Okay, initially what we are doing, initially either translation is there or rotational is there. If both the combination is there, implement on that time we are used to introduce instantaneous center method. Okay, so on that time we are prefer to use instantaneous center method. Okay, so this kind of question come in your mind that when or why we are use eye center method. So when both circumstances or both the cases are involved, on that time we are prefer to use eye center method. Before start this method, I have to give some brief introduction about the location of position of eye center method. You can see here the A and B is given to you. The point A and B of the link has moved, and that may be moved from A1 and B1 with taking some center. Like I is the center, so it's very easy to convert from or jump from A to A1 and from B to B1 with the helping of center I. So that center I is the eye center of link AB. Eye center of a moving body may be defined as that center which goes on change from one instant to another. Okay, as I discuss here, we can say that what is eye center means it's a if moving body, the eye center of the moving body. If we have to define, then that is the center which goes on change from one instant to another instant. Okay, and the locus of all such eye center. Okay, on that base we are getting many eye center. Right now this is one eye center. So based on that, if there are many links are there, then we are getting different kinds of eye center. So on that time, if all the locus, if all the eye center are locus at one point, then that locus is known as a centroid. Okay, a line drawn through a eye center and perpendicular to the plane of motion. Eye center and perpendicular to that motion. You can see here the M and N is there in the diagram. So that both the point are known as a eye center axis or eye axis. We can consider that as a eye axis, which may be perpendicular. Okay. Now the locus of eye center in space during a definite motion of the body is called space center. Whatever the space is there at where, if we are locusing on that space, if we are locusing all center, then that space is known as a space center. And the locus of eye center relative to body itself is called body center. If it may be locus with the body, then it called as the body center. And if it locus with the space, then it called as a space center. Now, talking about how we have to determine the velocity of point on link, you just consider that A and B as a rigid link. It may be given in the diagram that this is one whole space which is indicated with the blue line, and in that space there is one link AB is there. Okay, which may be considered as a rigid link. And if we are considered that the velocity of A is VA, velocity of A is, you can see here with the arrow, VA, and the velocity of B is considered as a VB. Okay, with the angle alpha and beta, with the angle, you can see here the A point whose velocity with respect to rigid link is VA with alpha angle, and B velocity with respect to beta, we are getting velocity is VB. If VA is known as a magnitude and direction, and VB is only direction, then magnitude of VB may be determined by eye center method. Okay, when we are preferred to use when on any three quantities are given to you, means the point A whose magnitude direction are given to you and point B whose only direction is given to you, then we are definitely find the velocity of B with the help of the method that the name is eye center or instantaneous center method. Now, how we have to define? The process is like that. First of all, what we have to do, already the link AB is given to us. So draw AI and BI, which is perpendicular to the direction of VA and VB. Okay, which is perpendicular to the direction VA. You can see here, this is the VA at alpha angle, and at 90 degree, it may be I, and VB, whose 90 degree is, I am focusing with the VB, so whose 90 degree I am getting point I. Okay, so let this line intersect at I, which is known as the eye center of this link. If we have to get the eye center of AB, then already alpha and beta provide to you. So we are just draw the eye center with respect to the given alpha or beta or with a given velocity, and we have to draw the perpendicular line and we generate the eye center. The link is to rotate to turn about the center I. Since A and B are the points on rigid link, therefore there cannot be any relative motion between them along the link. You remember that the I which we are getting with these A and B, so there is no any relative motion between them. From the figure, we can say that it's very easy to understand. VA cos alpha is equal to VB cos beta. You can just see here, VA cos alpha is equal to VB cos beta. If you take the cos alpha and cos beta, then we can consider that cos beta by cos alpha is equal to VA by VB, or we can say that sin pi by 2 minus beta divided by sin pi by 2 minus alpha, or we can say that sin 90 minus beta divided by sin 90 minus alpha. If we follow the Lami's theorem, as we know in the second semester mechanics of solid, so we are applying that rule at here. So we are considered that AI upon sin 90 minus beta is equal to BI divided by sin 90 minus beta. Okay, so AI upon BI kya hoga? That may be definitely sin 90 minus beta upon sin 90 minus alpha. So you can just see the first equation and second equation. This is the first equation, and the second equation that we are get from the Lami's theorem, which we have to apply for the ABI triangle, as you can see it here. And already I mentioned that if this is alpha, and what happens, this definitely 90 minus alpha, because the whole angle is 90, and if this is beta, then remaining, and if this is 90 degrees, then what happened, it may be definitely 90 minus beta. So based on that, we are get AI upon BI is equal to sin 90 minus beta. So from equation 1 and equation B, it's very easy to compare both the equation, or we are considered that VA by VB is equal to AI by BI. Or we can say that if we are considered that AI as a radius and BI is also radius, then that ratio is known as the angular velocity of the rigid link. So we are considered that VA divided by AI is equal to VB divided by BI is equal to omega. Okay, if C is the another center, then we are considered in this base. Okay, so in this base, we are considered the equation for eye center method that VA divided by AI is equal to VB divided by BI is equal to VC divided by CI is equal to, suppose D is there, then VD divided by DI is there. Okay. From the above equation, we are considered that VA is known in magnitude and direction, VB is only direction, and we have to find the velocity of B. It means only three quantities given to you, and you have to find the fourth quantity or any other point, say C. lying on the same link may be determined in magnitude and direction. The magnitude of the velocities of the points on a link is inversely proportional to the distance from the points to the eye center, which is perpendicular to the line joining the points to the eye center. You remember that? I repeat, the magnitude of the velocity of the points on the link are inversely proportional. This is in the, you can see here AIBI, inversely proportional to the distance from the point to the eye center and also perpendicular to the line joining the point to the eye center. Now you have to remember the equation to, this is the first step to find the eye center. The number of eye center which we are find for the kinematic chain, for that the equation is n is equal to n of n minus 1 by 2, where small n is the number of links. From this equation we are finding that how many eye center we may generate. Okay, how many, suppose we have 4x10 mechanism, it means there are 4 number of links. So in place of n we are put 4. So 4 in the bracket 4 minus 1 divided by 2. So that may be, so that may be 6. So on that time there are 6 eye center we are get. Okay, there are 6 eye center we are get. So based on this is the prior equation to find the eye center method. Now I just discuss in detail. This theory may be asked in many times like that. Discuss the types of eye centers. As I discussed that the eye centers may be identified with the help of n of n minus 1 by 2 equation. Now that centers are divided in 3 ways. Fixed eye center method, fixed eye centers, permanent eye center, and neither fixed nor permanent eye center. That we discuss one by one. So it's very easy for you to clear in your mind. If you see the diagram, there is Forba-Chen mechanism, which is very easy to understand. Okay. There are 3 types of eye center, that is fixed eye center, permanent eye center, and neither fixed nor permanent eye center. Now we are discuss with this basic diagram. We know very well that A, B, C, D is there. Okay, this is considered as a fixed link. That is AD is fixed link. Link 1, link 2, link 3, and this is link 4. If we are consider link 1 and link 2, only these 2 links eye center wherever it may be intersect. This is the intersection of link 1 and link 4, so it is considered as a link 1 4. This is link 1 and 2, so it may be considered link 1 2. This is considered link 2 and 3, so intersection eye center is known as I2 3. And if we are consider of link 3 and link 4, then it known as a I34. Okay, so these are the centers. Now talk about this remaining two. If I can extend this line and this line, then these two links are covered. Okay, you can see here link 1 and link 3 both are covered if I can extend these two lines. So I can say that link 1 is covered and link 3 is covered. So the I center, it may be known as a I13. Same way, if I can talk about these two, then link 4 and link 2 are covered by these two lines and it may be intersected somewhere. So we can say that link 2 and link 4 are covered by this intersection. So this is the center I24. It may be intersected wherever it may be intersect. It is known as a I24. As I discussed previously in this equation, that if there are four-bar chain mechanism and if the number of links are 4, then I am getting 6 I center. So I can now calculate one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, these are the 6 I center which can divide in these three ways. Okay, everywhere this may be divided in these three ways: fixed I center, permanent, and neither fixed nor permanent. Now we are discuss one by one. The first two types, that is fixed and permanent I center, are together known as a primary I center. The third type is known as a secondary I center. It is very easy that already I discussed that there are 6 I center. Now we are discuss one by one. If we are talking about I12 and I14, both are the fixed I center as they remain in the same place for all configuration of the mechanism. Remaining two means I23 and I34. I23 and I34 are permanent I center as they move when mechanism move. वो कब move होगे? Definitely when the mechanism is move, on that time these both are move, but the joints are permanent in nature. That's why the name is known as a permanent I center. And remaining two, that is I13 and I24, are neither fixed nor permanent I center because they vary with configuration of the mechanism. Whatever the motion given to these two links, based on that, the I13 and I1 I24 are change its place. So in this base, the mechanism of the uh, eye center may divide, or types of eye center are divided in these three ways. So sometimes it may be also asked in your exam that define the types of eye center. So you have to define in this three way and explain this whole theory with the one proper figure and with the proper equation you have to use, and with the proper reason that why it may be known as a fixed, why permanent, and why neither fixed nor permanent. Now talking about the location of the eye center method.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are
Sorry. Okay. Am I completed first rule?
no, sir.
Okay. If pin joint is there, on that time, if pin joint is there and there are two links are there on that time, if it may be coincide at one point, then the point is known as a eye center of that point. But there are two chances: either it may be permanent type or it may be a fixed type. Okay. As we had discussed in the earlier, if only this kind of links are there, if we are example of I34 or I23, then it known as a permanent type. But any one link is fixed and any one link is the ordinary link, at that time the eye center which can created it is known as a fixed type. Okay, so that depends on the nature of the links that we are directly understand when the data is clarified on with you. Okay, so you have to read the data whenever you start to solve the example. Either there is a pin joint or there is a rolling contact is there or whatever. So if rolling contact is there, then it may be lies on the center. If it may be lies, then we are get the equation from the figure that VA by VB is equal to, we are get the center that is I12 with A and I12 with B. Now third, when the two links having a sliding contact, this is the third point. When the links have the sliding contact, the eye center lies on the common normal at the point of contact. Okay, eye center is lies on common normal at the point of contact. Now consider three. There are three cases that we have discussed. When the link to slide, move on fixed link one having straight surface, the eye center lies at infinity. And each point on the slider have the same velocity. Definitely the slider have same velocity and its eye center are at infinitive. Okay, that is the one case where sliding contact is there. Second case, you can see the nature of surface. The surface may be changed now. In the first case, the surface may be the straight. Okay, the surface may be the straight surface. Now in place of straight surface, if it may be curve-like surface, you can see the figure, then the eye center lies on the center of the curvature. Eye center lies at the center of the curvature. And if in the third case, having the constant radius of curvature, on that time, eye center lies at the center of curvature. Okay, it means that if you see the second and third case, curvature is there and the constant radius is there. Curvature, once again, if curve surface is there, then we are get the eye center at center of the lie surface. And once again, if the constant radius is there, then also we are get the center of the curvature, eye center. But only in the straight surface we are get the center in the infinitive. You have to remember, sometime in the data it may be directly provide you that the link A or link B, either it may be on the curvature surface or it may be on the straight surface, or the condition is like constant radius is given to you. Okay, so everything is given to you. If it's not given to you, then you may mention that it may be in the straight surface and you directly consider that your eye center may be at the infinitive. Okay. Now, Kennedy's theorem, as we know already, we are already used the equation, and that equation we are implement in the Kennedy's theorem. So sometime also this may ask in your exam. Location of eye center, it may also ask in your exam. So you have to remember all three different kind of cases, and third case with subtype of three another cases. Okay, so sometime it may also ask in your exam essay as a theory point of view that define the location of eye center or define the rules of location of eye center. Okay, so this is the second theory, and now third theory where Kennedy's theorem are asked sometime in your exam. So if it may ask in your exam, then initially you have to define the statement that if three bodies move relative to each other, if three bodies are moved relative to each other, they have three eye center and lies on the straight line. Okay, if there are three bodies and all are moved with each other, then definitely we are getting three eye center, but all three eye centers are lies on a straight line. Okay, that right now we have proved one by one that consider the three links A, B, and C having plane motion. The number of eye center, definitely if three links are there, then we are put in the equation. So 3 in the bracket 3 minus 1 by 2. So 3 into 2 divided by 2. So 3 into 2, 6 by 2. So we are getting three eye center. So if three bodies, then we are get three eye center. So half portion is already completed. Now lies on the straight line that we are prove now. The two eye centers at the pin joint of B with A, you can see here, B with A and C with A, that is AB, IAB and IAC, which are the permanent eye center. We know that it may not fix, okay, it is not the fixed line. So definitely these two centers are known as a permanent eye center. Now, as per the according to the Kennedy's theorem, the third center must on or lie on the IAB and IAC that we prove now. In order to prove this, consider that I center IBC. कौन सा बाकी है, कौन सा remaining है, that is IBC. So IBC we have considered that outside the line joining of IAB and IAC. IAB and IAC. The point IBC which belong to both the link B and C. IBC कहाँ पे होगा? Definitely it may be belongs to point B and point link B and link C. Now consider that IBC on the link B, its velocity VBC must be perpendicular to the line joining IAB and IBC. Okay, as we discussed earlier, it may be perpendicular to the IAB and IBC. So you can see here both the points. Now consider that the point IBC on the link C. Now we are considered that on link C, IBC is there. Means the velocity of VBC must be perpendicular to the line joining IAC and BC. Means ये जो C वाली जो line है, वहां पे क्या होगा? फिर से if IBC is on the point C, then definitely the VBC and VAC are perpendicular to point to link C. The velocity of eye center is same whether it is a point on the first link or point on the second link. So the velocity of IBC can't be perpendicular to both link. Okay, as we know very well that it is not possible from the diagram. Okay, so cannot be perpendicular to both line IAB BC. You just focus on the diagram and communicate whatever I discuss. The both lines ABBC, IABBC, ABBC, and IACBC, unless the point IBC, BC lies on the points or joining points of AB and AC. Means अगर ये पॉइंट है, ये दोनों के बीच में नहीं आता है, तब तक ये पॉइंट इसके लाइन पे नहीं है. मींस thus the 3 points are must lie on the same straight line. Okay, we are give or we are start with the consider that the IBC is in the outside position And if it may be outside, then we are considered that it may not in the straight line. It means that if it may be inside, then and then it may be in the straight line position. So the exact location of IBC on line IAB, IAC, which depends on the direction and magnitude of the angular velocity of B and C, B and C, and relative to A. It means it may not at here, but it may be at on this line, and definitely that line is straight line. Okay, so we are saying that as per the Kennedy's theorem, if three bodies move relative to each other, they have three eye center and all three centers are on the straight lines. Okay, now method of locating eye center. So now we are start step by step how we are uh, introduce the eye center. So there are some steps. As we focus with the one figure, so we are discuss with that figure. First of all, determine the number of eye center. Means आपको capital N find करना है पहले. Okay, that is very easy to find. These are the steps to locate the eye center. So sometime also it may be asked in your exam, then define the steps or define the methods of locating eye center in mechanism. Okay, so you have to follow the steps which I discuss now. First of all, draw this figure and you assume that this is a forward chain mechanism, and we are get first that number of eye center. We are getting here 6 number of eye center. Now, second step, make a list of all eye center in a mechanism. We have to follow in this way. You can see here links. आपको इसी तरह से टेबल बनाना है. Links, eye center. There are 6, so we have to mention that 6 in number. Now we are talk about the link 1. On link 1, we are getting I12. Same way, it may start with I13 and I14. Means wherever the one number is there in first case, that are the three centers we are generated, that is I12, I13 and I14. Same way, link 2. So where is it? Second number in the first letter, that is I23 and I24. If you talk about the 3, then I34 only there. And if you talk about the 4, then there is no any R, I45, 46 ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. So in this base, we are generate or we are keep the eye center stable. Now locate the fixed and permanent eye center by inspection. This is very important. By inspection, you have to inspect that is it fixed, is it curvature, is it sliding. If it is not given in the data, then some hint is given to you like this. If this kind of joint is there, then it called as a pin joint. If that kind of circle is drawn, then it called as a rolling contact. If only this kind of rectangle or fix given to you, fix link is given to, then it called as a straight surface. Same way curved surface, same way constant radius of curvature. So that everything you have to find with the inspection. So every time it may not given in the data, so you have to focus on the figure also. If locate the fixed and permanent eye center by inspection. If you see the figure, then it's very easy to understand that which are the fixed center, which are the permanent center, and which are the neither fixed and nor permanent. So based on that, we are first introduce that all things. If we see in the diagram, then we are considered that I12 and I14 are the fixed center. I14 and I12 are the fixed center because this is a fixed line. After that, I23 and 34 are the permanent eye center. I23 and 34 are the permanent center, and I13 and I14 are neither fixed nor permanent eye center, right? Now locate the neither fixed nor permanent eye center by Kennedy's theorem. We have to use Kennedy's theorem. For that, we have to draw one circle of any radius. This is done by circle diagram as shown in figure. You can just see the diagram. And also, I have to compare with the actual diagram because it is very important. Now, mark the points on a circle equal to the number of links in mechanism. We know that this is four-bar chain mechanism. Okay, this is four-bar chain mechanism. So there are 4 links. So we have to divide our whole circle in 4 number, right? Right now it may be 4-bar chain. So we are put all 4 number on the circle. Join the points by solid lines to show that these centers are already found. In the circle diagram, the lines are considered as a 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. You can just see the circle, as we know that it may be 4-bar chain mechanism. So I can indicate 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here. Okay, if possible, you may, there is no restriction regarding the dimension, but if there are 4 centers, then we are get either rectangle or square. Okay, so based on that, it may be generated rectangle or square. Now join all these points. If we are join the points, so we are get 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4 to indicate the centers of I12. You can see here 1, link 1, link 2. So I am getting link 1, link 2, I12, link 2, link 3. I am getting link 2, link 3. I am getting I23, link 3, link 4. I am getting link 3, link 4. I am getting I34, and link 1, link 4. I am getting I14. Okay, I14. So based on that, form in order to find, in order to find the other 2 eye center. Now only from the diagram and from this location, we are generate the 4 center. Okay, I1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4. Or we are consider that 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. Yet 2 centers are remaining because we know that there are 6 centers, right? So how we are locate? So for that, join 2 such joints that the line joining them forms 2 adjacent triangle in the circle diagram. Okay, हमें ऐसे join करना है. With the help of that, it may be generate the triangle. Okay, definitely we are if we are joined with the diagonal, then it's very easy to generate the triangle. So the line joining of the completing 2 triangle should be the common side of the 2 triangle, which are known as our remaining 2 eye center. You can see here 1, 3. So we are generating here I13 and 2, 4. So we are generating here I24. Okay, so based on that, we are generating 6 eye center. So these are the basic method which I discuss, types which I discuss, rules which I discuss, and steps which I discuss. Now we are start 1 or 2 examples regarding applying the all with what we are discussing in the lecture.